Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday stream. Every Tuesday we come out here and show off all the cool new books and merch that we got in. And so you guys know, make sure you guys check your emails every Wednesday. I've been sending out emails on Wednesday mornings, Wednesday afternoons about the final order cutoffs for a bunch of books that are coming out. So you guys can add them to your pull list. Make sure you check those frequently. They're awesome. You should. It's the best way to keep up. If you have questions or concerns about any of the email stuff or things on the website or your pull list, make sure just shoot me an email and I will gladly respond and I will try to fix it as fast as possible. So guys, let's jump into the books this week. We have Bloodland from Henshin Press. Oh, can you do me a favor and get my stand for me, please? That's what I forgot. Why I hold this book in front of me? Bloodland is from Henshin Press. Real cool geopolitical thriller. You can just walk this way. Just walk this way. Just walk this way. Thank you. The hand off to this. Oh my gosh. My camera woman didn't want to walk in front of the camera for some reason. Anyway, so Bloodland is a geopolitical thriller. It's vampires meets geopolitics. It's really cool. It's actually about the fall. America makes a deal with this vampire empire. The Vampire Empire. That's a real tongue twister.
Vampire Empire.
That's insane. Over in Europe, and that's how the book opens, and then flash forwards 3 months as just massive factions are happening. You can draw real world politics in this. I won't draw it here. That's up to you to decide on who's on what side and everything. But it's really fantastic. And on the back end is what happened to society with this massive invasion of now that vampires are real. What happens to the world thing? Really cool. I like it. They don't lean into the idea of horror so much. I was oh, vampires are just scary monsters and it's scary to live. No, it's just this is a survival thriller where America's on the brink of a civil war because of these vampires and how it's all played. It's really cool. I love this book. I definitely recommend it if you like things like Insurgent Iron Man or any geopolitical thriller. It's really cool with a vampire twist. Next up is Captain America #6. There's a big reason why I'm picking this. We're talking about this. Normally, we don't talk about non-issue ones. But this is a setup for the upcoming story for the summer, which is Armageddon. So, this is one of the stepping stone books. There'll be 2 stepping stone books. 3, really, 1 has already come out, which is Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. This is Captain America and Weapons... Armageddon, Weapons of X, which is both Captain America and Weapons of X are both written by Chip Zdarsky. They are the stepping stones to the event called Armageddon. There's not a lot of information out, but this is the starting on point, so you should definitely get this. It's the resurgence of S.H.I.E.L.D. post the fall of One World in Doom, which is also you should really get. This is setting up the division between the United States government, the new version of S.H.I.E.L.D., and what everyone's doing in Dungeons of Doom and post Doom Nation. Really cool. I definitely recommend picking this book. Also, if you missed out on a lot of the Captain America stuff, the first arc you should really start here for Captain America. This is a perfect jumping on point for Captain America. This book has been phenomenal from start to finish. You should definitely grab this book. It's fantastic. Next up is Gatachaman Jinpei Henshin from Batcave Studios. These are as part of the series of one-shots that Batcave Studios has been doing with the Gatachaman franchise for the Gatachaman comics. These are in canon. Each one is a kind of lone wolf mission for each of the characters. This one leads a lot into its tokusatsu roots, with the title being Henshin to the giant robot stuff that happens in the issue. It's really cool. If you already have Gatachaman on your pull list, it's in there for you. If not, and you want to just try to give Gatachaman a try, or if you're oh, hey, I like things like Power Rangers or Radiant Black, and I really want something else to read that's not VR Troopers or another book in the Massiveverse, definitely grab this. It's one of the old school 80s cartoons that became a comic book. It's very much into tokusatsu stuff. You should definitely grab this book. If you're looking to expand it from things like, I like Power Rangers, and what else should I read? This is a great book to pick up. Next up is Green Lantern DCKO Green Lantern Galactic Slam. Yeah, they didn't win.
Slam.
This is not the A cover, by the way. Everyone that has Green Lantern on their pull list is in their file for you. This is the Green Lantern tie-in for DCKO. In this book, it is Kyle Rayner and Connor Kent for some reason. It's cool. They do a really cool animated training montage thing, which is I am all for it.
They've been hanging out anyway.
I love the weird anime things they're building up. They are just Gohan and Piccolo. No, actually, they're like more like Trunks and Gohan. But I have a whole theory. Anyway, really cool book. This is this is the tie-in to what's going on as Kyle is tossed into the far reach of the galaxy to deal with the now Darkseid's people are coming across the galaxy to go to Earth. This is what happens when now how that story in DCKO is affecting the rest of the DC cosmology stuff. Really cool. Definitely grab this book if you're all reading DCKO. It is a one-shot. It will later tie into DC Green Lantern. Thanks, Brie. Really cool. Love it. Definitely grab this book. Next up is Inglorious X-Force from Marvel Comics, and this is actually my favorite book for this week. Inglorious X-Force is a part of the new initiative, which is Shadows of Tomorrow from X-Men, spinning out of Age of Revelation. This is like kind of what happens now stuff. What's really cool about this book is about Cable being tossed into the past after something happens in his future, and he actually has lost his memory on the way. So parts of his personality are messed up. Plus, he has a scar on his arm with 3 names written, which are Archangel, Boom Boom, and Wolverine. Why he recruits them, what's the mission? It's really cool. I won't want to spoil it here, but there is ties to another mutant that exists and how that character might pull into the book. It's really cool. It gives and feels like classic 90s X-Force, which is why Cable's in his big square pouch uniform. More so because that's the headquarters he crashes into. But it's a fantastic book if you are a fan of the old school X-Force stuff. If you're like, oh hey, also with a lot of these I'm about to talk about for the Shadows of Tomorrow, they're miniseries, so they're really cool. And if they get going, they'll of course expand them. But this is a great way to pick it up, knowing it is miniseries. They're really dope. I like it a lot. It's X-Force at its finest. Next up is Psylocke Ninja, which is not part of Shadows of Tomorrow, but it's also from Marvel Comics. Psylocke Ninja is actually one of those what I call retro, they're retcon books. We saw it with Ben Reilly Spiderman, Wolverine and Kitty Pryde. There's been a bunch of them I can list. Venom the Protector. They are stories that are set in the canon of the Marvel Universe, but normally between certain storylines. So this is actually right after Uncanny X-Men 233, I think. Right after Betsy, Psylocke, Havoc, Dazzler, and Colossus escape using the Siege Perilous. This is the birth of what Psylocke becomes from Betsy Braddock into Quannen's body. This is the birth of that character and that kind of gap storyline of like, last time we saw Betsy, she was a British lady and now she's an Asian ninja. This explains it, explains how she has all the training, why she knows certain characters, and expands the history of of what happened between those two periods. It's really cool if you're a fan of Psylocke, if you read the last Psylocke series, to answer some questions. Like I said, this expands on Betsy's story, which we haven't had in a while. So yeah, it's really cool. Definitely grab this book. Next up, more from Shadows of Tomorrow is Rogue. This is also one of those retcon books, but not like Psylocke. Let me explain. This book is actually set in the current time, as Rogue deals with something from the past that's come back. It's a secret mission that she had gone on while she was with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and it's come back to haunt her. What's really cool about it, it does tie in and will tie in with the Uncanny X-Men. But if you're not reading Uncanny X-Men, you just want like, hey, I'm a fan of Rogue and I just want to read Rogue, just read the Rogue book. You don't need both books to tell the story. Some of the characters that will appear in this book, though, are her students that are in Uncanny X-Men. So there might be a little bit of learning curve, but it's really great if you're just an X-Men fan, or if you're just a Rogue fan, or if you haven't read X-Men and you're like, hey, I grew up in the 90s series, Rogue's on the cover, she's my favorite X-Men, I just want to read that book. You can without a hitch. It's a really great book to pick up. Next up is Speed Racers, Tales of the Road. This one is a Wrench in the Plans. These are a set of one-shots that come out every couple of months from Mad Cave Studios that expand the lore of the Speed Racer universe of the building between Speed Racer and the Racer X books. This book is fantastic. This is about the birth of Speed and Rex and the kind of like everything leading up to a massive moment in the I forgot what their actual last name is. Racer. Their actual last name is Racer. I forgot that is actually their last name. The Racer family. Really cool. I love Speed Racer a lot. My car's named Shooting Star. I'm a nerd. It happens.
We know.
Fantastic book. You should definitely get it. If you've not read Speed Racer, these kind of one-shots are great to get into the universe without having to go, all right, I am 13 issues behind. Do you have a trade? Are you missing? These are great one-shots to even get a taste of the world. Treat yourself. Grab a copy. It's great. And now we're into trades. We have Star Trek, Zach's Best and Worst Day. These are set in the Lower Decks universe. Lower Decks, if you guys don't know, is an anime series that's set it's set in the canon of Star Trek, but it's Lower Decks, so it's funny, it's goofy, drawn in the animation style from the guys from Rick and Morty. It's fantastic. It's about Zax, who is actually like the commander of their ship. It's cool, it's funny, it's Star Trek with a lot of humor. If you want something funny and doofy to read, just grab this book for yourself. Next up is Heavy Metal's Taarna. This collects the 4 issues of the Heavy Metal miniseries that came out, I think, about 2 years ago now. To be fair, it takes a long time for Heavy Metal to put out really anything. So this coming out is insane that the book even came out to begin with. She's the standout character from the Heavy Metal movie. If you know, you know. She's the standout character from the Heavy Metal magazine, like anthology comic book that's in the magazine. If you know, you know. And this was her collected story that they put it as a one shot. It is cool sword and sorcery meets like lost technology stuff, meets Conan the Barbarian. It's over the top, violent, lots of nudity because it's Taarna. Really cool over the top book. It's a mix, like I said, if you take Conan and you add more sword and sorcery with a lot of lost technology stuff, really great book. Next up is Spider-Man and Wolverine, the Janus Directive. This is actually part of, if you guys notice, like the design dress on the back and the front, all of Marvel's X-Men books have the same design dress for the most recent from the Ashes era. All it does is to make it, one, look pretty when you put it all together in a collected set. Also, it's to show like, oh hey, these are all part of the same era of X-Men books. The Janus Directive is about when Peter and Wolverine team up. They discover a thing called the Janus did I say directive? Directory. Oof. When they discovered the Janus Directory, which is about undercover spies, and Peter's parents are part of that, and what happened between Peter's parents and Wolverine back in the past when they were serving for the CIA. Really cool, and expands from there, leading into the new Aranix arc that we're currently in. Really cool. It's a spy thriller meets Wolverine and Spider-Man with their antics and their team up. It's a really great story. You should grab it for yourself. Next up is The Thing, King of Yancy Street, which collects the Thing miniseries. This is just about the Thing. It's kind of Thing. It's when they originally announced this, they should have just called it Thing versus the Marvel Universe, and that's what this is. It's the Thing fighting a bunch of different villains over the course of 5 issues, all set around Yancy Street. It's really cool. It's fun to see the Thing be the Thing and do his. I'm going to say do his thing, and that's going to sound so dumb. Anyway, really fun story if you're a fan of Fantastic Four. If you just want a cool little showcase about it, which is really cool. I wish they did more of these, specifically for the Fantastic Four, where you would have a miniseries around Sue, or a miniseries around Johnny, or a miniseries around Thing, or Ben, and a miniseries around Reed, kind of tying into what's currently going on in the books. Would be really cool. So Marvel, if you want to steal my idea, you can. Really cool. If you're a fan of Fantastic Four, really great buy. Next up is Vision and Scarlet Witch. If you are reading the current Sorcery Supreme book, this is the miniseries that's happened before that explains who Darcy is, what's the door, why are some of the people that's part of her cabal or part of her cabal. This is where it comes from. This is really cool. It also kind of closes the door and resolves a lot of the issues that have been lingering since Tom King's Vision book between Wanda and Vision, and what happened, because one day Vision was like, I'm leaving, I'm making myself a family, and Wanda's like, I'm a person, I love you, type of thing. Really cool book. Oozing with romance and like will they won't they stuff, and it's Steve Orlando being his best with the Scarlet Witch. He's been writing the Scarlet Witch for the last 5 series. So definitely he knows what he's doing when he talks about Wanda and Vision and their whole setup. It's really cool, especially if you want to get to know Wanda a little bit more outside the movies. Also, like I said, they bring Darcy in from the movie, so it's a cool little like add-on. And finally, it is I Hate Fairyland. the whole fluffing tale, the compendium. This is issues 1 through 20 of the series. This has the original I Hate Fairylabd. If you guys don't know what I Hate Fairylabd is, one, it's not a kid's book despite the cover and the art by Scotty Young. It's about a young girl named Gert who wishes to be like a hero in this magical world, and then she does. And then she's stuck there for 20-something years. So she's aged this entire time, but stuck in the little girl's body. It's over-the-top, insane craziness. Ultra-violent, swearing, crazy nonsense happens in this book, but I love it. It's all about this little girl trying, now who's an adult, trying to get out of this fairyland that she lives in. It's cool, it's funny, it's dark humor. I love it. If you like things like Rick and Morty, if you like dark humor books, like, yeah, really, Rick and Morty is the one I can think of. Someone else tell me another dark humor book in the comments somewhere. And God, it's funny, it's dark, it's over the top. It's Scotty Young. It's actually one of his bigger books that he's ever done. He also wrote and drew a lot of the first series. And guys, that is it. You can head over to our website, androidscomics.com. We're answering books on there at all times. Check us out on all socials, androids_comics, androidscomics on X and Instagram, on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and share and do subscribe stuff, because that helps the algorithm see my face more. That's Andrew's Amazing Comics on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, it's Andrew's Amazing Comics on Facebook. Share these with your friends. Tell people about us. Like those, hit those little likes and thumbs up and shares and comment stuff. Because again, anything that helps the algorithm helps people see my pretty face. And guys, I'll see you back here next Tuesday around the same time. See you then. Bye.